It's August 23rd, 2020, and it looks like it's the end of summer because it's cooled off today. Yesterday was the last really nice warm day with warm breeze and sun. Apparently a thunderstorm is rolling in this evening, and following that for the next 10 days I can see on the weather forecast, it's definitely fall temperatures. Going to be very chilly at night, where all the tomatoes and so forth will not be growing during the night. It's too cold. So I wanted to do a quick garden tour because I don't know how, like next weekend, it's probably going to rain with this shift in seasons. So I'll do a quick one here just to show, like, there's a lot of abundance actually on my tomatoes, much more green ones than tomatoes I've already harvested. So I really need these to finish ripening up. Like everywhere you look, there's clusters of green tomatoes. So, and like even ones that look ripe but not quite. So anyway, I just wanted to walk through and just show there's lots and lots of tomatoes. Oh, there's a calf heart that might be done. These are blushing. So yeah, lots of them are blushing but still ripening. Over here is kind of sad, but that's another story. These guys, yeah, there's lots of them here. All my cabbages, now they'll be fine because they don't care if it gets cold. So these are looking great, actually. So never really got any cucamelons. I think I'll just have to make this a greenhouse thing. Okay, back of the greenhouse here. So this is our backyard. We're basically taking every spot possible for gardening on our little property here. And there's my husband yawning. Tough life. Huh? Greenhouse. Now, man, it's looking quite pretty in here. Soybeans, exotic cucumbers. Look at that crazy cucumber. It's called Cubano. And then there's a hedgehog here too. Coleus exploding here. Turmeric, ginger. My little papaya and pomegranate trees. Peppers that never sold, but they're producing anyway. Look at that. Asparagus. Yeah, arugula, parsley, and so forth. Anyways, gonna try to speed this up. The herb garden. Everything's going to flower pretty much. So I'll have to take the seeds, hopefully to be ready to take. I'm sure they will. Basils and so forth. The basils just didn't really grow much. That's too bad. I don't think they'll be giving us any seeds. I'll try to dry as much as I can, I guess, before it gets cold, and just make a little mix and use it. Chocolate mint. Man, that stuff is so good. Here I've got a lot of different orange and yellow tomatoes. And again, lots and lots of clusters of green ones, but I'm pretty sure it's not a problem. I'll get plenty that are ripe so that I won't be left without seeds. Corn. Not too convinced I'll get anything. I even got some really Really pretty zucchini here. Look at that. So that's on the back side of this planter. This planter has not been very fruitful. It's just in one of those places where it has shade most of the time during the day on this half. So it just kind of fizzled out. Like there's a flower, but come on, that's not really going to do anything. But yeah, got some cuteness going on over here. Zucchinis. Here's some patty pans. Winter squash is kind of growing back there, but it's just a really bad place to try to get any sun on them, so they just don't really do much. And there's Cal. He was missing for a good few days, and he likes to hunt. I think he was closed in somewhere. He came back skinny and meowing, and now he's kind of glued to us. At least he found his way home again. Right, Cal? He usually comes home a minute, eats, wants some loving, and then he leaves again. But now he's glued to us, so must have been kind of traumatized. Here I got all my broccoli and some cauliflower as well. They're kind of little, but they're coming along. They won't care about the cold weather. So there's that. We'll see if deer eat them this year too, like they did last year. Okay, got some stuff flowering that I take seeds from. I think that's radicchio from last year. Got lots of tomatoes here. This is more or less my open high tunnel. My vertical garden that we made recently. And we have cherry tomatoes on this end of the tunnel. Because there's more shade, then it gave it more time, for something to ripen. And well, the only thing that can ripen on time, of course, are cherry tomatoes in that case. So the beef tomatoes start up there, because as you see, like even now when it's not sunny, this side gets pretty decent sun, whereas over here it doesn't. So these cherry tomatoes are good here. So lots of cherry tomatoes, green ones everywhere. Here I've got loads of different beans climbing up, and that's always really pretty. So it works out really well so far, given that this was a space that really nothing could grow. But I mean, it's doing good. Got lots of them on the back side as well. Kind of hard to get back there, but here I got different lettuces. You can see it's through there. Trying to keep the pests off. Mizunas, like Japanese mustards, and spinaches and so forth. Let's see, here I should, spring onions coming. And then I've got my brandywines here. Already started uprooting a little bit because a couple of them produced fairly early. So then they fizzled out. But they produced anyway. There's more coming, but I don't know. Only a month left, probably till the first frost, so we'll see what happens with the rest. Um, but I've got the original strain, which is like a pinkish red, and then red, and then I've got, let's see, yellow and black anyway. You see that? That's a nice one coming. Very nice. Got a lot more. I mean, so no doubt I'll have all colors of Brandywine. And for the first time ever, I'll finally have Cherokee purples. I've got several on the way, so I'm really happy about that because last year was a disaster. I didn't get anything. And so I'm very, very thankful that they're coming now. Got some random beef tomatoes over here. Looks like some are coming. So that's cool. I'm not seeing all the tags. Yeah, anyway. But the one corn stalk that actually might produce something, maybe, is this one. It grew. Kind of late, but I'm having trouble getting corn to grow in my yard. I just don't have a good spot. And this one is the blue Hopi corn. We'll see what happens. Okay, and then there's the rest of my beef tomatoes. As you see, there really are a lot of tomatoes coming. Almost every plant. So, I mean, cool. This one is carbon. I like the way it looks. Got a few coming. It'll make it. Man, it was a terrible cucumber year. Terrible cucumber year for me. And now some are coming, sorta. Crazy. But yeah, look, I got plenty of stuff coming on. This is the black from Tula. And black creme. Some black tomatoes here then. And black Russian. Wow, look at that crazy freaking tomato. And I think one plant that I really think, wow, how on earth has it done this? It's a Wild Boar Farms tomato called Crushed Heart. And it's very pretty when it ripens. It looks like this, and then it turns like pinkish red over it. See, this one's starting to blush. Here's another huge cluster. This is one plant. So I'm just like, wow, I'll totally grow this one every year because it was early and it's pretty and it even tastes good. Let's see. I've got more beans. Yeah, over there, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, there's plenty coming along now. But these are supposed to be red noodle beans, but I'm not sure about that. They're not red. Is that normal? It's my first year, so. Okay, got a lot more tomatoes coming. Beef tomatoes. Clusters. That's Sunray. And Soldaki. Rena's turban here. Interesting shape. Ponderosa, good. I think that's Wild Boar Farms as well. Plan 9 from outer space. Ha, it's an alien. Yeah. Well, oh, look at this now. What is this one? Where's the tag? Okay, it's Marmande. Alright. Huge cluster. Gosh. How is it producing all that? Okay. Some lemon cucumbers. There's lilac giant. Yeah, indigo blue. So basically, that's my tomatoes. Got some climbing zucchinis here. And they are flowering. I did sow these directly, like, kind of late, but I just wanted to see out of curiosity. I mean, they do have another month, and they're starting to climb really fast now, so I might be able to get something out of it. Up here I have all my Wild Boar Farms tomatoes, including the crushed heart that was so amazing. I don't know, the spot got quite a bit of sunlight, but maybe, I don't know what else. It just didn't grow very much. Not sure. But we've got Cosmic Eclipse and Dark Galaxy. We also have Brad's Atomic Grape. This is a neat one. They all look different, so even these are the same tomato. Yeah, so that's my vertical garden. And little old north side of Sweden, we got actual food. Okay, now we have the front yard. Have asparagus growing over there. They're still early, like this is second year, so not much is going on, but it's doing what it's supposed to. Got little shoots coming up and everything. I have both purple and green. Here it's looking kind of bare because we've been picking them, but this is the storage type of tomatoes called Pianello. These guys. They actually, you can have them on the vine and they last a long time. Here's a big bunch of a Scandinavian one called Nordeos. That's packed full of tomatoes. Bush tomato. I couldn't really find info, but now I know it must be determinant. So yeah, all these around this hexagon are storing tomatoes. Like that. We also have tomatillos. We've already gotten a few that were ripe. I'm gonna have to make some green salsa. Yeah, they're growing. They're soon ready. I also put radishes here, but it went straight to flowering. So I ate some, but ew, they were very woody. That didn't work out too well. I got some eco cherry tomatoes. I don't know what type, I just know they're eco. A lot of them already. Very cool. Got more tomatillos in the center. And corn that didn't do anything. Oh. Canastrino deluca. It's kind of a neat fluted one. Oh. Anyways, we've got strawberries. We sort of had a drought right after it started making them, so they just died. There were so many strawberries. Well, there's more coming. Maybe we'll get a taste. Got a lot going on in here. We have nasturtiums, marigolds. Let's see. Miniature melon plants that honestly you can't grow melon outside in Sweden. I've got different eggplants. Those did bear fruit. Look at that. This is a Turkish orange. And there's more. So it did do something. It just really needs full sun. Here I've got my container garden for zucchini, squash, and it's starting to fizzle out now, but we have already harvested, I would say, at least 20 kilograms of zucchini and squash, and there's still plenty more coming. Question is how much, I don't know, but maybe just as much as we've already harvested. Over the next month we'll get more, some patty pans and green zucchinis, and let's see, okra that hasn't been too pleased with the cold climate. Got a few pieces and collected seeds, but it's protesting. Well, we harvested some yellow squashes here, but there's more. As you see, yeah, there's still some stuff coming, and even a few surprise vining ones. But yeah, we're managing to get stuff on those too. See, those are kind of nice, getting big. So this is nice. We will get more squash and zucchini. You just gotta keep it trimmed. Like anything bad like this, you take it off and encourage it to grow more. Then I've got my chili pepper garden, container garden, and we've been doing a lot of sampling out of these lately. So as you see, well, we've picked a lot, but also there's still more coming. We'll be moving these in. Lots of different colors, sizes, heats. Very nice selection here. I've ordered a lot more types. So next year will be very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, just different kinds. You can ask me about any one of them and I'll tell you the names if you're wondering. This one's super hot. It's a Scotch bonnet. We got Lombardo. It's picked clean because they're mild and you can put them on anything. Buena Mulata. After it's purple, it turns different colors and stuff. Very pretty as it ripens. Here we got some just normal ones, you know, like actual peppers, not hot. Bell peppers here. Only one that's that's actually hot in this bunch is this mystery guy. He is our hybrid. That while he looks like a black Hungarian chili, he is not. The seed said California Reaper. Oh, sorry, Carolina Reaper. I do that. I don't know why I say that. Carolina Reaper, the seed. But obviously it got cross-pollinated with something that looks like a black Hungarian chili. And let me tell you what, we taste tested it yesterday. And you can watch that if you want. But yeah, this plant does not look the same as the black Hungarian chili over there. It is a completely different plant. And it was hot. So I'll keep this. I'll keep some seeds and see if I don't know, either figure out what this is or if it is indeed a hybrid like I'm convinced. And if it is, I'll try to stabilize it, I guess, and call it something silly like wolf in sheep's clothing because it looks innocent, but it is so hot. Like my hand still burns from yesterday where I held it. So, yeah. Over here, got some cucumbers, some decorative winter squashes for fall, you know. I have a leek under here, so I really need to prop it up. This leek survived from last year, somehow, and is now producing seeds for us, so that's nice. This bed, we built this out of lumber that was under the house. Don't know, we did not know what we were doing, but we decided we wanted a retainer wall slash bed for plants. This year we have a bunch of beans, like bush beans, and then peas, and I lost track which one is which now because it's so crazy full, but it's beautiful. Melons growing up the back, but yeah, about that. Sweden. We have lentils and all other kinds of bush beans. It's cool. And miscellaneous stuff, I don't know what it is. Maybe weeds, maybe not. Okay, so that was our front yard. Then we go over here, and there's another garden kitty, right, Gigi? Gigi, what's up? Always got my garden kitties. Hey, Gigi. Yeah. And then I've got another garden kitty. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Kiki. And I've got my doggy Duncan. Delma's inside, I think. Right, Duncan? It's a good boy. Not too much going on here because we have the dogs here. Like, this is their area to hang out. Ample sized tomatoes. Look at that. Oh, wow. Sunflowers. Then we've got, this is more like a butterfly attraction, I think, because I'm seeing butterflies here all the time. These things that are flowering are actually radish, or daikon radish, and in between them were eggplants. But since the daikon went straight to flowering, I don't think that'll become of anything. I've got some pods here already. I'll have to take them. because it looks like some caterpillars are coming and enjoying them. Whoops. Otherwise, I've got beets here. Those might be good soon. I think so. And celery and carrots. Those are actually looking quite nice. Okay, cool. And this monstrosity over here, these are cabbages that are about to burst out. This lacy curtain has done a very good job on keeping the pests down. I've got Brussels sprouts and kaleettes in here. You see, it's a lot. So I'm very pleased with that. That's it for that, really, apart from got some pretty perennials here. And this section, well, this I think it's mint. To be honest, I don't remember, but it seems to be. It kind of overtook this entire bed because that's what mint does. This poor oregano down here has no chance. I will have to move it. But these furry tomatoes, look at this. I mean, have you seen anything like this? This is Shirazade or Shirazade, I don't know. It's crazy. It's like soft, starting to blush now. It'll be ready soon. But this plant is super fuzzy. Look, it's amazing. It's so crazy that I want to eventually make a hybrid, make my own tomato crossed with this, and we'll see what crazy accident happens that I really fall in love with. Here's a couple more fuzzy types, but they're not at all as fuzzy. You can see it's a little more hairy than regular tomato, but not a whole lot. This one is called Garden Peach because it ends up being like peach with some dark red stripes, I think. We'll soon find out, as they'll be ready soon. As well as this one, which is called Red Peach. So I think I think it'll be interesting to take a look at those. Alright, almost done because there's very little we have growing in the garden, like in the driveway area. But this is for containers, like container gardening for mainly like potatoes and just some Chinese cabbages and stuff. Because here we have the Chinese cabbage, trying to keep pests out. It's doing pretty good. And bok choy and so forth here, tatsoi. So those are growing and should be fine. Sweet potato slips. We know we won't really get anything from that right now. But we can harvest the leaves and stems. Those are delicious. And hopefully this plant comes back in the spring and then has time to produce. We got celery root, and the rest is different types of potatoes, and they're almost done because you see stuff is dying down. So it's about time to harvest. Yeah. So great. We got sunchokes here. But anyway, that is all I've got going on. That was a short yet long garden tour all in one. but little homestead, I guess. 888 meters square property. Don't know what that is in acres and stuff. Forgot. But either way, it works for us right now. But in a few weeks, all this will start looking really sad and be gone. So I have to document and show everyone that even in northern Sweden you can grow vegetables, you can garden. So, and it can be very beautiful. And you just work with what you can. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you're curious how it is here. And so have a wonderful day.